G-WAC KNUST organized Biennial West African Policy Dialogue on Pandemic Preparedness on the 1st and 2nd of December 2022 at the Marriott Hotel in Accra. The two-day policy dialogue was on the theme Better Data, Better Analytics, Better Decisions. The director of G-WAC KNUST, Professor John Amwesi, said the emphasis of the conference is based on capacity building, data analytics, and decision-making. The policy dialogue started with speeches from renowned dignitaries, including the German ambassador to Ghana, Deputy Minister of Health in Ghana, the Dean of the Faculty of Allied Health in KNUST. There were participants from West African countries and Germany who are researchers and also lecturers from various universities across the continent. The WHO representative in Berlin was a special guest and gave his presentation via Zoom. He stated that the idea of the policy dialogue is to convey policymakers, stakeholders, and researchers to deliberate on issues and make recommendations. The Intercontinental Conference was to strengthen the evidence of the ecosystems. There were other presentations and dialogue with various chairs and moderators. Speaking to the president of G-WAC, Dr. Vim Quinton, he said,
So we have started this West African policy dialogue on pandemic preparedness because we believe that it is important for researchers and policymakers to communicate with each other and to exchange ideas about problems and challenges that they face in their separate domains, because researchers follow a particular logic and policymakers follow a particular logic, and they often face difficulties talking to each other, and for researchers to provide evidence that is useful to policymakers, and for policymakers to follow the advice and to use the evidence that is produced by the researchers. So we have started this first West African policy dialogue on pandemic preparedness, and there will be another one in 2 years and hopefully more in the future, with the idea of providing evidence to policymakers that is useful and that can help them make decisions that will contribute to better data, better analytics, and better decisions in the future.
Professor John Humphrey Amwesi, the project director of G-WAC, spoke to Tech TV News.
Indeed, this is the very first policy dialogue that G-WAC is organizing. Part of our mandate is to try to understand what is going on across all the sectors. We are researchers, academics, and we want the work we do to be useful to policymakers and ultimately to the people of the nations in West Africa. So this is the first time we are sitting together with policymakers, policy actors, and really trying to understand. And this is why we chose to focus on better data, better analytics, and then leading to better decisions. So it's the first of hopefully many others to come. I would say we have exceeded our expectations, not only because of the people who came, but also the richness and the content of our discussions and what we will be able to hopefully present as some record or some report from this policy dialogue. So yes, we have met and I believe also exceeded our expectations. We had people coming from Côte d'Ivoire, from Burkina Faso, from Liberia, then also from Germany, and certainly from here in Ghana as well. So very pleased about how this has gone.
Tech TV, experience educational television.